Boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to the Tokyo Crypto Show, episode number 88, the Kusama to Polkadot ratio. I am here joined by special guests this morning, Mr. Jacob, owner of Voice My Ambition on Twitter. You can follow him there, Voice My Ambition on Twitter. And today we're going to talk about the Kusama to dot ratio. Jacob, hello, how are you?
Hey, what it do? What it do? It's an
Well,
honor to be here, joining you on your big platform, man. Joining the big leagues.
yes, you are. You've definitely earned your place here. And speaking of the big leads, if you want to hang out with guys like I do, you can help with Jacob right here. That is his Twitter. You can follow him, Voice My Ambition, to follow all the information you need for your Kusama and dot questions. Let's zoom out a little bit, yeah. So yeah, man, welcome to the show. What a year, huh?
Yeah.
What a year indeed, man. Uh where do we even start? I mean, did you really see things panning out the way they have at this point of the year so far?
Um, Not really. I'm just glad though to be here. I know throughout like Q4, and I mean like Q3, Q4, I just like I just dug deep into Dot and Kusama, and it didn't really go Dot as far as Dot. Like it didn't really pump that much until like end of last year. And I just had those diamond hands, and
Mhm.
just riding the wave now. And I'm just waiting for everyone to get educated on it and jump off the Cardano train, get educated, jump on the Dot train.
Uh, let's talk about that. So, how did you first find out about, was it Dot or you found out about Kusama? What was it? What did you figure out first?
I actually heard about Kusama first from Chico Crypto, and that was around whenever Kusama was $7.
Mhm.
And I was just blowing it off because I thought Ethereum was like the best thing, and I actually was into Cardano whenever it was like 7 cents or whatever,
Mhm.
little before and little after the dump.
Mhm.
And after Kusama came out, and or after I found out about Kusama, I just saw like I was just following it because I was interested in like the marketing of like, oh, cross chain interoperability, that supposed to be the next big thing.
Mhm.
It's like, I mean, Cardano's not making any like fucking progress, so I want to find something else that has good pump potential. And I just saw Kusama go up from about $7 all the way up to 30. I didn't buy any during that like
You were
seven to $30 rise.
you were monitoring Kusama all the way when it was down that low?
Yeah, I started following it at $7 because I heard about it, but I didn't buy any until it actually like 4x'd on me.
Gee. And so what was your first entry point at Kusama?
$30. So I
Gee.
watched it. I watched it at 4x until I entered.
Mhm.
So I mean, even now I'm at like a 10x. So I'm happy. 10, 11x. So you know,
Amazing, amazing. So you
yeah,
just watching Chico Crypto and you found out about it and you're just like, "Damn, this seems like a good deal, huh?"
hell yeah.
Did
Plus,
you
like
did you
uh,
introduce Kusama to Charlie, or did Charlie introduce it to you, or is this kind of mutual?
I think it's kind of mutual. I did bring it up to him, and I think Charlie kind of did his own little research while I was looking more into it also.
Mhm.
And over time, we just watched the price together, and I think Charlie got Kusama woke.
Mhm, mhm,
Same with
mhm.
me.
Yeah, actually, Kusama came on my radar when it was $90, and I was just,
Damn.
yeah, I would always see Charlie talking about like this Kusama. I'm like, Charlie, what the fuck shitcoin are you monitoring now?
Yeah.
Like, kind of, I was my business, the man self improvement, was blowing up, and
Mm,
so I really wasn't paying as close attention to crypto as I should have at the time. But
yeah.
Charlie was, Johnny on the spot, and
Yeah.
man, he he really got me, my eyes open. I got in at 109, but
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
there, I'm at a 3x now.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
still good, man.
oh
Like
yeah.
I still remember. I think you were doing your like commercial for one of your body language masteries, kind of like Fight Club theme.
Mhm, mhm.
And then like whenever we met up, you were still kind of like doubting my dot and my other picks, and I was like, Jonathan just doesn't know. Like
Yeah.
this shit's gonna blow up.
Yeah, no, I stand correct. I mean, I really just didn't see the market the way it is now.
Hmm.
Clear as day, you and Charlie were definitely right. But I think
Yeah.
that moving forward, there's just like, I mean, so let me ask you this, right? Let's rewind here for a second. So we're talking about this cryptocurrency. We're talking about two cryptocurrencies, guys. We're talking about Kusama, which the ticker code is KSM, and dot Polkadot, and the ticker code is DOT, right? So you want to explain to the folks what Kusama is, because we covered Polkadot exclusively here on this channel, where we predicted that it would go 230, and that was
Hmm.
when at $4, and here we are. You want to
Yeah.
explain real quick what Kusama is?
Okay, so um, I guess I'll put it like in a context of let's compare like let's say the diamond industry, right? Where the Kusama is like a processing plant of rough diamonds,
Mhm,
like not the ones that aren't cut.
mhm,
And the projects are these diamonds that aren't cut yet. So there's more of these rough diamonds coming through this processing plant, which is Kusama. In this processing plant,
mhm,
what is it? Basically, what you do is you divide up and look through all these diamonds and see, okay, this diamond is worthy of being cut and the size of whatever. You value all these projects, and then once you value them and you have enough time, they eventually pass through
mhm,
as a cut diamond, and they move on to the Polkadot
mhm.
uh, blockchain.
So it's like a testing center or filtration center. What would you say?
I would more think of it as like a development or startup place where projects kind of try to prove themselves, and then as they develop and gain like crypto clout, I guess I'll call it, get supporters, they could finally move on and like go on to a more enterprise level chain, which is going to be a Polkadot, and they become the fine cut diamond, whereas before they were the rough diamond.
Will they be given priority if they pass through the Kusama network to get onto the dot network, or
As far as I know, most projects will go through Kusama, and right now it's like they don't have any projects going through Kusama right now, and that's going to be starting up, I believe, either end of this month or sometime next month, where
Hmm.
projects are going to be connecting to the Kusama chain and starting to develop.
Hmm. um now tell me this, is this Kusama, is there activity on their GitHub daily, weekly, or is there still activity, or is it dry? Is it a phantom
No, like the actually the
Cardano, or
I mean, like the last, I think, month or two, the activity has risen, and they're actually, I believe, one of the most active GitHubs showing development. And I forgot the I forgot the term what they use, but basically, yeah, they're making developments on there.
Mhm, 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 mhm. Interesting. So if we were to put it super super simple terms, um why would somebody want to buy Kusama? And what does Kusama do? We kind of gave like a diamond kind of
Okay,
comparison, but what would you like? Why would should somebody invest in Kusama?
okay. So
let's explain what it is first, in just in super super simple layman's terms. What
Okay.
does it do?
So do you know how chains like Ethereum, Cardano, or let's say Avalanche, they can have other projects building on top of them?
Yes.
However, they're not interoperable,
Right.
right? And think of it as like a layered cake. You have a Ethereum cake, ADA cake, Avalanche cake, and then on top of that,
Mhm.
you could build applications on them.
Mhm.
However, since they're not interoperable, you slide another layer in beneath that all those layers, and that's the Polkadot layer.
Mhm.
So Polkadot brings the interoperability where the other chains like Ethereum or Cardano or any other main chain can connect to Polkadot, and then from there they could use Polkadot to send data or tokens
Mhm.
or message with each other, interact with each other.
Mhm.
And basically before getting onto Polkadot, and they have to process through Kusama. So basically Kusama and Polkadot are the same,
Mhm.
except the difference is you have to go through Kusama first to get onto Polkadot.
If I buy one Kusama, and what am I buying? Is it a token
So
to the
the Kusama
project, or
so
what
the
is?
Kusama token is used to connect to the Kusama chain. So if let's say Ethereum wants to have this thing called a Parachain,
Right.
which you have to use or you have to connect to Kusama or Polkadot, you
Mhm.
basically you pay that fee with the Kusama token or the dot token to connect to it.
So basically, it's like gas for the Ethereum network, but it's just the Kusama for the Kusama network.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And this is a Chinese-led project, correct?
Chinese?
Is this a Chinese-led project, or?
No, I believe they're based in I believe they're based in Switzerland or Sweden, some European country. However, they do have a bunch of marketing going through China or Singapore, or I think it was like China and Singapore, and I believe it's Vietnam or uh, one of those no, not East Asian. Yeah, I think East Asian countries because bro, China's gonna take over, bro.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of marketing going on for Polkadot in China, and that's why I was asking if Kusama was Chinese related. Looks like it says here,
Mm-hmm.
Kusama was built by the same team that created Polkadot, a company known as Parity Technologies. Its founder is Dr. Gavin Wood, a world-renowned computer
Yeah.
scientist and programmer who also co-founded Ethereum. Very interesting. I mean, looking at the chart, right? Like, okay, so let's just take a quick. This is a 3 month view. So here it's $57 on
Mm-hmm.
December 18th, 60. Let's just say $60 December 18th. Looks like it consolidated pretty much from mid December onwards. It had a little bump at the end, but then looks like it started moving really towards middle of January. And since middle of January, it's kind of just been I mean, looks like this day here, looks like, yeah, middle of February, that's when it really took off. And then every month it just seems to be laddering up and up and up. You're going from in
Yeah.
December the 18th all the way to basically now 3 months later, you're going from it's currently 325. So you're going from $60 to $325. Uh Almost a 6x, a little bit of 5x and some change. What would
Mm-hmm.
you say is the cause of this growth?
Well, I just say because other chains aren't doing shit, man. And plus, there's this big thing called the Parachain lease auctions, which is kind of think of it like interoperability ICOs.
Okay.
I think I'd like to frame it where, like how I said before, pe- or projects are going to be using this Kusama token or dot token to connect to the Kusama or Polkadot chain, right? and these auctions are going to be happening, like I said, either end of this month or next month.
Interesting. Very interesting. So basically, the benefit of getting Kusama is to get access to the Polkadot network and then have kind of parachains and operability between two people. Like, let's say one company exclusively uses Ethereum, another company exclusively uses Bitcoin. They can flawlessly interact if they're using the Polkadot chain, correct?
Yep.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Odin is in the house. He says, just bought one Ethereum with my stimmy. Feels good, man. It's good stuff. Comp says philosophy says, John, holding it down. We Moon Gang now. You know it. We're holding it down in Chinatown. No, we're all the way here in Tokyo. As you know, Jacob is also in Tokyo with me. We are keeping the Tokyo Crypto Show nice and pure with only Tokyoites so far. We had John McAfee. He was not from Tokyo, but now he's in prison. So good lord. Infamous Rifles in the house says, no Charlie. No, Charlie is preparing for the crypto mindset webinar. Jacob is also assisting in those. He'll be in there later, and I will be there as well. So not right now. Charlie is handling his course. He's going underground from YouTube for a couple of weeks. Handling the big money game that we are all playing. Let's take a look at Dot's chart just for fun as well while we're here. It's so funny. Right when I made this video of Polkadot, right, I was going to go to America, and I went to America, and I was like going to put $100,000 into Dot at it was like $4 and change.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to take off till later in the year. So when I get back, excuse me, I said when I get back to Japan, I'll be able to just quickly scoop some. Oh boy, what a painful last 3 months it's been for me.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the chart here. Much like Kusama, mid-December, Dot was only $5.30. Currently, it is sitting at $35. So Dot has done a 7x.
Straight 7x right there.
7x in 3 months. Can you imagine that? 7x in 3 months. So you have $100, now you got 7.
Yeah.
You got 7 G's, now you got $49,000. The more money you got in, the bigger the exponential and exponential the gains are. But again, I honestly I like this growth too. It's nice and healthy. It doesn't look like too extreme, right? And this right here looks like the most parabolic move, but literally a healthy correction right back down to where it started from. And then now it looks like we're slow. It's like slowly trending up. What's this? This all-time high is like what, 41? Yeah, it looks like about $41.
Yeah. You probably have like a wick or two up there, and it's just going sideways for now. Everyone's buying up the bottom.
I like it. So that's Polkadot. So Polkadot is related to Kusama. In regards to Kusama is just basically the testnet to get onto Polkadot. Now, are these two projects run by the same company, or are they just two separate companies and they are working together for now?
They're both ran by Parity Technologies, so in the future they're going to be connected together. So Kusama will be also connected to Polkadot.
So interesting. So the company is running these parallel blockchains at the same time.
Yep.
Do they have the same developer on the same projects on each of them, or like was one developer kind of working on both, or is it they're definitely mutually exclusive?
I would think that I'm not really sure on that one. I would have to go dig deeper into their GitHub to see what developers working on what project and like what repository, but I believe I would think that they have just one big team, you
Mm.
know, and then they would have the person that is specializing in the specific area work on that area, you know.
Mhm. Common Sense Philosophy says, "Is Cell finally going to pump this week?" Listen, don't get me started about Celsius. I've been holding this fucking shit coin for the longest time now. This motherfucker
Yep,
hasn't moved shit since I bought it.
yep.
Celsius is in the doghouse for me, but I trust Miguel and Charlie. Greg Biesenhouse is what's up. Hey Greg. Either programs house, what's up? Sugarcoin says, is KSM and Dot going to crush ADA, aka Cardano? I think that's a really good question. Jacob, what did you take the learn from that?
I'm gonna say yes, based on purely that Dot has been only out for like what 6 months, and it got him to Celsius before Cardano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 People don't seem to realize that the Dot project started in August, right? August, September.
Yeah, just around there. It got initially, I think, listed on Binance. However, they did have their, I believe, their first ICO or yeah, ICO back in 2017, but they didn't release their token until now.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, looks like I
Yeah,
have it here. Let me pull this up. Yeah, looks like it all was launched on August 21st is when Polkadot was first launched. $2.90. Look at this. Talk about
yeah,
whoever had diamond hands during this time right here. Good lord.
yeah. That
That is
was me right there. I was
really
just accumulating right under $4.
good lord. I mean, that is August 21st to December 27th, basically nothing. So that's like 1, 2, 3. That's almost 5 months of
Yeah,
just just diamond hand training.
yeah. That's what sealed the deal for me. I think I upgraded my diamond hands to a big old diamond dick, and you know.
uh,
Like I was just like those 5 months. Everyone was so hyped about, oh, sell pump, oh yeah, 30x. Was like, fuck man, I'm just holding my fucking Kusama and Dot.
yeah, this is like just I'm looking at this chart. It's just beautiful, and this
Yeah,
thing's gonna keep moving. I mean, this is gonna keep moving
yeah,
here. Um, real quick for fun, what is your end of year prediction for Kusama, and what
yeah.
is your end of year prediction for Dot?
Uh, I'm gonna stick with my prediction for Kusama is it's gonna at least hit 1500 by end of the year.
Kusama's gonna hit $1,500 by the end of the year.
I believe so because this year, starting what like I said with the Parachain lease auctions or Parachain lease offerings, there's gonna be at least like I'd say 20 to 30% of the supply locked, and then with staking, there's at least gonna be like another 40 to 45% locked. So you're talking about upwards from like 60 to 75% or 80% of the tokens locked, and that only has a supply of 10 million. So you're going to lock up 8 million max on the upper end, right? 6
Mhm.
million on the lower end. This is what I'm predicting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you're only going to have 2 million liquid.
Hmm.
That's crazy. And like I'm hearing numbers from Charlie and Miguel like $3,000. Like that's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. That's what Charlie and Miguel told me too. They are just like Kusama 3000 conservatively bearish. Yeah.
What? That's bearish target?
Excuse me.
Holy
No,
shit.
it's conservatively bullish. Excuse me.
Okay. Uh,
Conservatively bullish target. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, that's crazy to me, man.
Mhm.
I mean, like if it gets to 3,000, I'm a very well off man.
Well, yeah, tell me about it. I have my faith placed in Charlie and his education on this, and
Hmm.
I mean, it just seems like I said, anything that China is involved in, these
Yeah,
motherfuckers are gonna throw money at it.
yeah,
That's the biggest thing. My concern is though, the money, I hmm, I guess you have to invest the money from inside China to Polka because China has like their Ponzi scheme economy. Are you familiar with the Chinese economy? Like you can,
No.
so basically
I
you can put money into the Chinese economy, but
Okay.
you can't get it out. They won't allow you. If you try to
Okay.
take money outside of China, it's like
Okay.
and talk about money printing. Did you know that over this last decade, China has printed $30 trillion,
What the fuck?
30 trillion yuan,
Okay.
their money. But no,
Mhm.
they are very very interesting because I'm wondering like if it really doesn't matter, right? Because uh the the price is determined based upon people who are buying it, and it doesn't really matter where they're coming from. All it matters is if the money is entering the ecosystem itself, right?
Yeah. All as far as China that I know is like a bunch of rich Chinamen are coming to America or going to America and buying a bunch of houses,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's how they're getting their mony out. So,
yeah. That they are using Bitcoin too as well. If you may or
mm,
not, because they're buying property and getting it out of China because it's very hard to get the money out of Chinese government
mhm.
control. Cell's going to be listed on Bitfinex this week, plus Simmies. Good lord, Bitfinex, huh?
You better
Criminals,
pump.
yeah, criminals playground. I mean, they might as well get it listed on BitMEX while you're at it. Fitzhuman Q2, DGen present, Diamond Hand, yes indeed. Lilo S95. Do you guys prefer to invest more in Cell, Dot, or Kusama? What do you think about that one, there?
um, I'd say I'm gonna have to say Kusama
Two.
because it's just more time, just based on like the timeline on the events that I know that are coming up. Kusama is just they have a big thing coming up, which is gonna lock up a bunch of tokens if this goes right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the sell, so I've been my trading bag has been fucking deleted basically
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just holding on to sell and it hasn't done shit for the
Same,
past 2 weeks. I bought
same
the
here.
top. I bought the
Same
top.
here. I bought Celsius mid February. It has been going sideways and doing
Yeah.
nothing, and that's annoying. But my excuse me, my Kusama has gone through the roof. I do not own any dot. Can you believe that? I do not own any dot. I'm so
It's
disappointed.
all good. I'm right there with you. I only have like 30 dot. I'm full on Kusama.
I got to go. I've got my Kusama though. Xavier Hall says, "Sup, John? Keep doing what you do, bro." From New Zealand. Thank you so much, my good Kiwi friend. Happy what is this? St. Patrick's Day as well, right?
Today?
The other day, I believe. Let me
Okay.
continue to let me just catch up with the chat here. Since Jacob was the first one to put us all onto Polkadot, we made a ton of money because of him. Young genius, indeed, indeed.
Thank
Sugar
you.
Quest, Charlie is a diamond dick. Charlie is a diamond dick. Is a huge diamond dick. Here we go. Yair says, join here late, but my understanding is KSM equals testing dot equals production. Absolutely. Very, very, very good way to put it. KSM oriented, dot restricted. Oh, community oriented. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense.
Mhm.
Um, Tail on to when you start drinking that Aphrodite tit milk energy. You remember where that joke's from?
No, no, no.
That's what Miguel said yesterday in the crypto mindset webinar. He said
Oh, really?
you're gonna be making so much money, it's gonna be better than Aphrodite tit milk ambrosia.
Damn.
Celsius 120 says Jimmy Ham. I want Celsius to take off. So okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, so now you guys know what Kusama is, you know what Dot is. Okay,
Mhm.
Jacob, I always see you talking about this Kusama to Dot ratio, and you're always
Yeah.
posting stuff on your Twitter. Do you have an explanation for us as to what is this whole KSM to dot ratio? How can we use it to make money? And
Yeah.
do you have some examples for us?
Yeah. So if you want, I could share my screen.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Hey,
Share
Broken
screen.
Beats, Rudy says, Jonathan, it's your boy Rudy from Orlando. Keep doing your thing, player. Thank you so much, buddy. We're out here. We're still on that grind. I hope you own some Bitcoin, buddy, bro. Here we go. Let's make that full screen. Okay, so here we have Kusama to the Bitcoin dot ratio. What is this exactly here?
So this is kind of like you have to make your own pair on TradingView because there is no actual Kusama to dot ratio on TradingView.
Okay.
So how I came up with this idea is just like, man, I'm sick and tired of like trading the USDT pair because there's always the risk of like, you know, crypto's running up on you,
Right.
and you're just losing out on gains holding USDT. So I wanted to trade the BTC pair, but like I know the gains on BTC are minimum,
Right.
or they're kind of lacking in this cycle, in my prediction. And I don't really like Ethereum because I just think they're getting the gas is fucking them, right?
Right.
Like no one wants to pay like a $40 gas fee for a $100 transaction.
Jesus.
And since Kusama and Polkadot, they're basically like the same thing. However, they're just price different, and they're kind of their events. One happens, they're gonna have like similar events like with the Parachain lease auctions.
Mhm.
Of course, the Kusama is gonna have theirs first, and then after some time, Polkadot's gonna start up. So they have key events, but they're kind of staggered. So I was like, I might as well just trade between these pairs. So if I ever get stuck on one side, Kusama or Dot, I'm fine because I don't mind holding either project. They're gonna do well this year, in my opinion. Yeah. So what you're looking at is on this side, the numbers on the right side of the chart. It is showing you how many Dot you can get for one Kusama. So historically, you can see that it has ranged between a high of around almost 12 and to a low of close to 5, right? So let's say I'm just going to make up numbers just for easy math sake. So for example, let's say, or this would be how you can gain your crypto on crypto. Let's say I have one Kusama and I sold it for Dot at 5. So I would be getting, no, I have, what is it? I have Dot, 500 Dot. So I sell that 500 Dot into Kusama. So that means for every 5 Dot, I get one Kusama. So that would get me 100 Kusama.
Or 100, sorry.
Yeah. So so I get quick math. So with 500 Dot at a ratio of 5, I would get 100 Kusama. And then since I'm expecting the Kusama price to pump, whenever it goes up, that means the Kusama price is outpacing Polkadot. So it's rising faster than Polkadot percentage-wise, right? So now as it goes up, the ratio number goes up, which means I'm getting more Dot per one Kusama. So once it reaches 6, it's saying I'm going to get 6 Dot per Kusama. And my target is actually 10 or above. So which means I'm going to get 10 Dot per one Kusama. So if you think about it, let's say what you sell 5 Dot for one Kusama, and then you sell, you wait, you hodl, and you wait until it gets to 10. You sell your one Kusama into 10 Dot. You basically just doubled your Dot bag right there. And as you can see, the ratio has gone above 10. So it has a chance of even running up further than 10. So you could even more than double how much crypto you have
So
with just holding. You know.
by holding Kusama.
Yep.
So this whole strategy is based upon holding Kusama and tracking its strength relatively to dot.
Yeah. So if you want to look at this peak right here, it was more beneficial to hold Kusama as it was running up, and then around here, you would sell it into dot, right?
Mhm.
So then whenever it went back down,
Mhm.
your dot worth is basically increasing compared to Kusama.
Mhm.
So then right here, your dot holds more power against Kusama, and then you would sell your dot into Kusama,
Mhm.
and then as it rises up, your Kusama is gaining what is it, more worth over your dot.
Mhm.
So you just easy way to multiply or gain crypto on crypto without losing exposure to the crypto gains,
So
because at the same time as this ratio is ranging, the price of each token,
Mhm.
Kusama and dot, they're rising. So
Mhm. I like it. T Tonto says, "Please spit out your gum, dude." Or T Lonzo.
let me
So
go get another piece real quick.
do what you gotta do. But so basically, you use this. So it's a little bit of a. It seems like a difficult system to me. But let me see if I can uh re-explain what you said in a simple way.
Okay.
Basically, looking at this ratio you have created, the Kusama to dot ratio,
Yeah.
when ratio is pumping up, that's when you want to be getting into Kusama. And
No,
when it's pumping down, that's when you want to get into dot.
if it's going up, that means that your value of Kusama is going up. So you want to sell into dot.
So when this goes up, you want to sell into dot.
Yep. You sell your Kusama and
Mhm.
buy dot.
Mhm.
And then as it's going down, you want to sell your dot and buy Kusama.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And is anybody on the internet doing this, or is this exclusively your tactic?
I know a few people that I've seen on Twitter. They actually started mentioning it, I think, the past few weeks. But as far as people that are actively tracking it, I don't know anyone besides me.
Okay, very, very interesting. Um, so let me see this then. Well, Cody has a question. I have another one for you as well. Cody says,
Yeah.
Jacob, are you swapping on Uni or are you using these trades between DOT and KSM on an exchange? That's actually a really good question, Cody.
So Kusama and Dot, they're not Ethereum-based tokens, so you can't trade it on Uni. And what I'm doing it through is on Binance. So since there's no dot pair, you have to go through an intermediate, like a a middleman pair. So I use either USDT or you can use Bitcoin. So you would sell, let's say you're doing a trade, you're selling dot for Kusama here,
Mhm.
somewhere below 6 or around 5. What you would do is you would sell dot into USDT or Bitcoin,
Mhm.
and then with that Bitcoin or USDT, you just buy Kusama.
Okay.
In the future, I hope there is a DEX released. I mean,
Mhm.
there's a few projects on Kusama and Dot that are working on making a DEX or a DEX aggregator.
Mhm.
So in the future, you won't have to go through an exchange.
Interesting. Um, so, but you are so not on Uniswap, but you are using a DEX.
No, I'm using Binance.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. So you're going through USDT Tether.
Yep, USDT, or they even have Bitcoin pair.
Interesting. Let me ask you this: would there be? I mean, do you think you could make a programmable bot or algorithm to kind of follow this ratio and automate money for you, or is it too elementary in its in kind of the whole theory of this whole KSM to dot ratio?
Uh, I would think that you could make a bot and then just plug it into an exchange like Binance
Mhm,
or whatever Kraken. I know they have a pair also, both KSM and dot,
mhm.
and then um, just set your kind of like boundaries. So let's say here I have my let's hide this or throw that out. So whenever it gets past this line, just sell your Kusama into dot, and then just hold Kusama until it gets back down here if it ever does,
Mhm.
and then sell your dot into Kusama. You know,
So you're kind of looking for these extreme moves. Like that's what with this Kusama to dot ratio, you want to go to that top blue section, and then you wanted to go to that bottom blue section,
yeah,
ideally ping ponging back and forth, and you're getting rich the entire way.
yeah. Like my dollar value has fucking increased a lot, but what
Wow.
I'm looking to do is I'm trying to just get more crypto, without losing exposure to crypto gains. So that's why I stopped trading USD pairs and I'm more only looking at Ethereum pairs. And now I made this Kusama to dot pair.
Son of a bitch, man. That is genius. How much uh do you think you've increased your personal portfolio uh using this system right here?
I have only flipped once. So I basically sold dot into Kusama around this orange line, the 6.05.
Mhm.
And now, because I kind of it came down a little bit, and then as it was coming up, I kind of was like FOMOing, is like, oh shit, is this just gonna launch like
Mhm.
right now? So I flipped kind of prematurely,
Mhm.
and I just did it all at once. I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna miss out on this opportunity, because like if you take this move um,
Mhm.
from here up and you just sell at 10,
Yeah.
you're basically getting 2/3 gain. So let's say you have a what 900 dot.
Yeah.
If you flip it back, you're gonna have what is it,
Dot gain.
1500 dot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like an increase of 600 dot just holding it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna miss
Well,
out. So I did it prematurely, but yeah.
but still, I mean, Dot kind of surprised everybody and shot up into the top 10 pretty quickly.
Mm,
And despite Kusama being the more expensive coin,
yeah.
does have far less in the market cap. I believe Kusama's like what 44 or something right now, and Dot's like what
Yeah,
6.
yeah. It's somewhere in the 40s, and I believe they have around 2 or 3 billion, whereas dot is I think around 20 something billion.
Mm. They're up there in the top 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I could pull it up real quick to see what we got here. I just think Polkadot really has come up. Yeah, Polkadot has $32 billion in their total market cap.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 32 billion. Here, I'll just put it up on the screen for the audience. So you can see here, Polkadot is here, and that is the sixth strongest cryptocurrency in the world in regards to its market cap. It has $32 billion currently invested. Looks like it has a volume last 24 hours of only $2 billion. Really not a lot compared to well, Tether is scamming worldwide, 87 billion.
Yeah.
And then going down to Kusama, looks like Kusama is number.
I think a little bit up.
Oh, it looks. Oh, wow! It broke into 38 now. It was 51, 52 about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a low or high 40s.
Yep. And so, $2.7 billion market cap,
Yeah.
pretty low for crypto, but I mean, still, price wise, doing fantastic. 24-hour volume, only $233 million. So the volume is extremely low.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we're talking crypto here, but all these numbers, I mean, who knows what project's really going to last at the end of the day? But I mean, the ones that do last, these numbers, like even Bitcoin, right? $51 billion in volume. Really child's play in the grand scheme of things, especially if you're focusing on like you know
Mhm.
Wall Street and all these big blue chip firms that have been out for way longer than cryptocurrency. But yeah, I mean, look at these numbers are baby numbers. Interesting enough, Cardano, has $11 billion in fucking volume, and
Yeah.
uh, there's literally like it's a useless chain. There's like nothing on there operational right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they have kind of an increased volume. I think the past day or two, just because they got like a Coinbase Pro like listing hype. You know,
Mhm. Oh, is it actually released now?
I'm not really sure, but they got like an announcement that Coinbase Pro will be listing Cardano.
Uh,
Finally,
when this year, most likely, right?
I think the within the next week or two. Um,
Um, did you see how I tweeted out the other day? Let me see if I could dig it up. Also, pull up some of your KSM to dot ratio graphs that have really been
okay.
making some waves on Twitter. Don't forget, guys. Right here, Sugarcoin says it. Won't make that mistake again. Follow Voice My Ambition on Twitter if you want to learn more about the KSM to dot ratio. Please follow Jacob here at Voice My Ambition on Twitter, and you will get just it's a different way to look at this market. And when I saw you doing this KSM to dot ratio, I thought you were copying someone, and then I realized it was your
Mm,
own personal tactic. And then I started looking into it, and I thought to myself, "Wow, this is just another unique way to see how many ways there is to make crypto, and like make crypto, make profit in crypto. I mean, it just goes on and on and on, really."
mm.
Let me
Yeah, I make my own personal like spreadsheet and just I stopped doing it daily, but I update my chart on a weekly basis
Mhm,
and give my thoughts on it.
mhm. Yeah, I think Kusama really again, Charlie and Miguel were talking to me, and we mentioned that, we believe that we're gonna see a $3,000, uh, Kusama here by the end of the year, and it does seem a little
Yeah,
bullish, but, I think there's a lot of money that's gonna be run through on that test net. And here it is on March 14th. I mean, Coinbase is just up to their uh, typical no good bullshit. Every time Bitcoin hits an all time high, Coinbase crashes, and then the fucking price falls with this. I wrote this the other day. Um, right here, you follow me, Supreme Hot Dude on Twitter. Coinbase is down on March 14th, and then I put price dump imminent. And this is when we went from 61,000 down
mm,
to where we currently at now. Bitcoin is at what is it, $55,000. And of course, we're so spoiled, like we're so filthy spoiled in the cryptocurrency
yeah,
community because like just the other day, $58,000 was the all-time high for Bitcoin. And now
mm,
here we are flirting with it at 55. Like, a couple weeks ago, we'd be like, oh my God, 55. Like, we're right there at 58. Now that 61,000 is the new all-time high, people are like, oh, fuck Bitcoin. It's a scam. It's sitting at
yeah,
55, you know. Uh, I'm gonna pull up Jacob's ratio right here. Take a look. You want to explain that right there?
yeah. So this is for an update that I did. I think on what March 15th, so a few days ago or a couple days ago, where I updated the past week of price action, and this is just a monthly view,
Mhm,
and I gave my thoughts on like the ratios reaching back up to high of 9, and I'm gonna think it's gonna keep rising throughout this month.
mhm,
And if you're looking to flip, you should start unstaking KSM. So for those who don't know, for staking for KSM or Kusama, there's a 7-day unlock period. And if you're doing this strategy, this is like if you're only doing the strategy. Um, I started unstaking because I don't want to miss the opportunity to be able to flip. I might be unstaking early. or a little prematurely, so I might miss out on some rewards. But I think the risk to reward, it's the reward's going to be way higher than getting like point zero whatever Kusama a day.
Very interesting. Lilo S95 says, so unless you want to flip dot into KSM, there's no other reason to hold both KSM and dot. No, I think that individually speaking, they are both good projects. I don't think that these are anything to scoff at. Number one, dot is in the top 10 of all cryptocurrencies in the world. So that's like a royalty spot right there. I mean, what's up there? I mean, Bitcoin Cash got pushed out of the top 10. Bitcoin Cash is now 11. Yeah, your top 10s. I mean, you got to respect the top 10 at this time around. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. I know, Cardano. Let's be honest, Cardano was just made to scam pump and to fucking
It's to please the normies with the $1 price, or
yeah,
like the under $1 price.
and to you know wait, hold on, no. Cancel your screen sharing on your
Okay.
but no, it was to fuel Charles Hodgson. How do I say his name?
Hoskinson.
Hoskinson
Yeah.
fueled his cocaine fueled trips in Thailand. That's what Cardano is. But Cardano's they're doing Cardano's popular in Japan. People love Cardano here in Tokyo. And so let's take a look here. Good lord, is this in techno mode for you? Is it spazzing out?
Yep, it's spazzing out for me too.
Let's stop for a second. Let's try to do that again. There we go. Okay, the epilepsy mode is off.
Yeah.
And then Binance Coin is we talked about Binance being in the top. I mean, it's at 250. I wouldn't be surprised to see, honestly, knowing CZ, I would not be shocked to see $1,000 Binance Coin. Tether is just Tether, sheer volume. Polkadot, Ripple holding on strong at its 7th spot. Uniswap token. Again, this just shows you that decentralized exchanges are definitely here to stay. And I think, Uniswap wasn't even a really well planned out project. It was just like some kid like making it in his spare time, and here he is now, 8th strongest cryptocurrency in the world. Litecoin is Litecoin. Litecoin is known for just holding on, and Chainlink, obviously, Chainlink has a lot of hype behind it. What's his name from Barstool Sports? Big supporter of KSM. So, big part of cryptocurrency is also having a strong supportive base of people. I mean, look at fucking Hex, right? Let's go back to the chat here, and says Arte Suave Angelo says ADA sounds like the biggest Ponzi scheme. That is hilarious. Cardano is the ultimate deadline misser, says Sam Pershansky. Let's see. IOHK also made the 2088 ERC20 converter, which supposedly makes converting from ETH base to ADA base pretty easy. Okay.
So I'm thinking, I think what they're talking about is like basically making Ethereum-based tokens be able to bridge over to ADA. I think they're just trying to steal the hype. I think Vitalik and Charles are kind of jealous of Gavin. They're trying to steal the hype from Gavin Wood and whatever he's got going on.
Yeah, let's see. Cardano has so many great thought projects. Greg says, do you guys think the trading between DOT and KSM will remain profitable? Remain a profitable flip back and forth moving forward, or will it cool off as project matures? I think, there's really, I think to think that far ahead with such young projects right now, these projects and, the volatility of the bull market, there's a lot to be considered, and that needs to be played out, I think right now this seems to be working. I would say this is definitely a decent enough strategy until December. Um, and then from there, what would you say?
Well, you gotta think about it, it's like you're not flipping the dollar, you're flipping crypto. So I think it'll be profitable like in the long run as long as these two projects survive. You know, like what was I gonna get to is like if you look at the Ethereum and BTC pair, it's always going to be profitable. It's just which side are you going to end up on? Because Ethereum, like at near the end of the bull run, it just like fucking blasted off up into the right compared to BTC. So if you're on the right side on the Kusama and Dot pair, like you're gonna be getting a bunch of crypto, and you could flip into whatever.
Right. Yeah. I think right now with the bull market, ultimately people need to just, especially guys that are not professional traders,
Yeah,
whatnot. Ultimately, you just need to you need to realize this. One, don't get so overwhelmed with like, oh my god, there's so many money making opportunities, and I need to like ape into everything. Like
yeah,
that's stupid. You know something, know it well, and make your plays on that. Like Jacob had diamond hands during quarter three last year when all this stuff was going off with Celsius, but he was sticking with Dot Kusama. And
yeah,
now, between quarter three and now, Jacob is up six figures in profit due
yep,
to him diligently sticking to his plan, seeing it through, not getting, not getting shiny new object syndrome. Like, oh look, there's Hex is pumping, and Celsius is pumping, and V chain is pumping, and oh, I'm gonna get on Thor chain, and like, oh look at this, Uniswap token. Let me go buy some of that. Oh, Cardano pumping
yeah.
now. Let me try to chase.
Actually, to be honest, I do have like I do have a small trading bag just to keep like my trading sanity.
Yeah,
So
of
I do shine or I do chase like some shiny objects. However, like I'm kind of like the guy at the restaurant. Like I want to know what everyone else is ordering, and I don't want to get the same thing as anyone else. So I'll look at projects that other people that I'm not hearing looking about, like within our group, right? Like people talk about a lot of people are in sell, so I want to make my gains without getting into sell or making it my main bag.
right, right, right,
Yeah,
right. No, I think it's a genius idea, and that's why I thought bringing it up and trying to explain it on the show would be very beneficial. Ultimately, like for me, I was just like one of my things was I literally my prediction came true for you guys watching last year. I said that in this next upcoming bull run, what's going on here? Oh, I might drop off. Streamyard is freaking out here. Oh.
I think you're fine.
No, my
Looks
my
good to
whole
me.
my whole thing just froze. I don't know what's gonna happen here in a second.
Okay,
Hold on, I think it's gonna screw up. Uh,
are you guys still there, or is this still going on? Can someone type it, like one in the chat if this is still going on? If you guys can hear me.
all right, I'm back. That
Oh shit. Okay.
was so weird. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened. My Google just gave up on me.
All right. I didn't know it was still streaming. So
No, it is. It is. We're still
okay.
streaming. But anyways, no, that's funny. That's the second time that happened. Didn't that happen on Moon Gang, like Charlie, or was that on the webinar?
It might have been on one of the Moon games.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
funny.
I'm the captain now. Look at
um,
me.
Yeah. What was I saying? I was in the middle of something. I was going to share something. Fuck. Oh yeah. Well, we were talking about for me, for example, I was saying last year that at this time I predicted. I mean, if you watch the older episodes of the Tokyo Crypto Show, you can see.
Mm,
Um, I said that during this bull run, we're going to see Cardano smash its previous all-time high. What
yeah,
was the previous all-time high? Was what, like a dollar?
it was
Dollar,
around $1.30 or something.
right? So $1.30, and I said that. I remember saying it. This was around Marchish, right here, when it was 4 cents.
Yeah,
That from this point we were looking at it, and I believe that it would get up to where it is now. It is now here. And
yeah.
then, personally, I would say that I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of the year that if Cardano hit anywhere between $3 to $7. Um,
Yeah, I
like,
think I,
just because of the people involved with it and the money that likes to pump through it.
yeah, I'd say Cardano does have a good chance of hitting $5 to $7. However, like people saying it's gonna hit like 10 to the teens, it's kind of like ridiculous if you take into consideration like the market cap.
Right.
Like people don't know the difference. Some people like that aren't deep into crypto, they don't know the difference between the price and market cap. Like the price can only move so much, and if you're talking about like I don't know, like tens or like in the 20s or the teens, like you got to take into perspective like the market cap.
Mhm. Yeah, and but like I said, from now, look, what's the market cap for Cardano? Currently, the market cap is it is $39 billion, 39.6 billion. So yeah, doubling that could be a little bit tough, but they would need to find a lot of money. However, again, with Bitcoin now at, safely floating around at $1 trillion market cap, and Ethereum pretty far behind at $200 billion market cap. You're
Mhm.
just seeing this cryptocurrency. What cryptocurrency now, I believe, is it's entering its final stages of solidification, if you will, where people are finally saying like, okay, like cryptocurrency is a legitimate investment vehicle. I think we're
Mhm.
finally gotten to this over the thing like, oh, what is that magic internet money? You can't really make money with that, but to the extent now people are like, oh god, it's so expensive. There's
Yeah.
still a lot of people that are like, disbelievers, the Peter Schiffs of the world, people who still think buying gold is a better investment than buying crypto.
Yeah.
Even if you're to buy something as ludicrous as Ripple, I think you can make more money using Ripple than gold. Quite frankly,
Mhm.
it's so archaic at this point. But I mean, you got the Peter Schiffs of the world. But however, I think cryptocurrency is really making its mark now more than ever, thanks to the global pandemic as well. So we're going to see a real solidification this bull market, and we're going to see a lift off to, I'm telling you, quarter 4, you're going to see some real insane price jumps. We're having insane price activity at the beginning of the year. It's quarter
Yeah.
one right now. We're just entering quarter 2. I
Yeah.
mean, by quarter 4, we're blasting past $100,000 Bitcoin this year for sure, and it's only a matter of time before all these markets, all these prices right now listed on CoinMarketCap are just complete ancient history. So it's a good time to be alive. I'm really excited to just be part of this market. Again, guys, you can follow Jacob on Twitter. His Twitter account is Voice My Ambition. Voice My Ambition at Mark Voice My Ambition, and you could be able to see all of his updates with cryptocurrency, all of his retweets, really good data here on his account. But that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Short and sweet. We're gonna go enter the Charlie crypto mindset private webinar teaching course now. You guys cannot get it. Sorry. Keep an eye out for the quarter 2 enrollment. I believe will be somewhere around June.
Yep.
Um,
Quarter three enrollment.
quarter 3 enrollment. Yeah, quarter
Yeah.
3 enrollment will be around June. So that's gonna do it for us, guys. In my opinion, obviously not financial advice. Don't sue me. But Kusama, good to go. Dot, good to go. And yeah, the Kusama to dot ratio can make you some money. We'll be here
Yeah.
tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, back on my channel. May or may not have Aaron Clary in the house. We'll see. Until then, you guys have a wonderful day. Huddle strong and see you guys on the moon.